Hey, it's Lee, and I'm here with another frozen food review. And again, I'm on my Mike's kick because that's what was on sale. And this is meat lasagna. But it's not only meat lasagna because Mike's has chosen to throw an adjective in front of everything. This is authentic meat lasagna. Again, these are on sale. I think they were $3.44 a piece, which is, for Mike's, it's a good deal. For most brands, it's kind of going rate. And sorry, this is Toujours Mike's. I've made that mistake three times now, but technically this is called Toujours Mike's, which translates to always Mike's. But it says Mike's so big and it says Toujours so tiny. This meat lasagna is 275 grams. Looking at the instructions, they're a little bit different from the other things. The other things were all heat up for 3.5 minutes, stir another 1.5 minutes in the microwave, and you're ready to go. So basically 5 minutes of cook time. This doesn't say there's any stirring in because I guess they want the lasagna to look like lasagna. But it says 5 to 6 minutes. So that means you just put it in and you let it go for a little while longer. So yeah, we'll take it out, put it in the microwave, and be back with a review shortly. All right. I have tasted Mike's, or Toujours Mike's lasagna, and I'm ready to give a bit of a review. So here's what I'm going to start by saying the best thing about this, which is that it attempts to be a lasagna. And what I mean by that is that if you ever get a Michelina's or any kind of off-brand, great value from Walmart, things like that, what they do is they take a noodle, a somewhat flat noodle that they chop up in little pieces, and they mix in some cheese maybe and some sauce, and they call that lasagna. The whole point about lasagna is that it's layered, and this attempts to be layered. There is clearly a top layer of cheese. The lasagna noodles are laid out lengthwise. It feels, it's the most lasagna-y lasagna I've had as far as frozen meals go that are microwavable. The top did have a thin layer of cheese, a lot of grease pooled on top, to the point where I actually said, it's probably best if I just dump a little bit of the grease. It just felt a little too much for me. So got rid of a bit of the grease, but there's a significant amount of cheese on top of this. The sauce is, I've eaten at Mike's many times. It's a family restaurant. The sauce is a little bland, but it's not bad at all. It's just, family restaurants typically have pretty accessible food, meaning grandma can eat it and not have stomach issues later on, or grandpa, or whatever it is. So it tends to not have all that much spice. You can add your own, I'm sure. The noodles are nice and tender. There's a little bit of meat in here. It's not super meaty. It's definitely more tomato-y than meaty, but there is some meat in here, which is nice. As far as if you're really looking for something like lasagna from a frozen meal, this is about as good as you can do. It's far from perfect. I wish there was a way to make it even better. The only other way is to make it homemade. But it's a really honest attempt, and I appreciated that. Totally edible, more than edible, quite good. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's a fair score. Really appreciate that the lasagna is a lasagna, which is the dumbest sentence possible, but true. All right, thanks for watching.